Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for the likes, for the subscriptions. I want to use this medium to tell you that if you have a phone or an electronic gadget you would like us to repair for you, please comment down in the comment section below. We're very glad to discuss on how we can help you out. All right, thank you so much. And today we have this phone. This phone came in, Tecno T528, came in for repair. So this phone has been taken to a technician, a cell phone repair shop, and they couldn't fix this problem. So they brought it over to me. Let's look at what the problem is. When you press the power button, the phone is not powering on. So that's the problem of the phone. All right, but when you put in the charger, let's see what happens. When you start the charger, it's going to show charging. As you can see, it's going to show charging, but it's not powering on. So the client told me it fell inside the water, and she kept on using it after she removed it from the water. So after some time, this problem start to show up. So guys, let's see how we were able to repair this problem. All right, but one more time, let me show you that the phone is not switching on. The battery is okay, but you see, shorting both pads, the phone refused to switch on. But when you put the charger, it is showing charging. It is showing charging. All right, it's showing that the phone is charging and it's receiving current, but the power is not working. Okay, the phone is not switching on. As you can see, bridging it with my tweezer, also the same result, no power. All right, now let's take a reading on where the problem is. Let's start troubleshooting. All right, putting the red probe on ground. See, this is a ground, and that upper side as well is ground. So putting my red probe on ground and using my black probe to read, the outer pad of that power key is reading short to the ground, which is okay. All right, but the inner pad is not reading at all. There is no reading, zero reading, no reading at all. Let's take a reading on this next pad right here. You see the outer pad is reading, the inner part is reading, but the outer part is not reading because it's not shorted to ground. All right guys, I hope you take note of that. So this also is reading, both parts are reading. And if I put the red probe outside and the black probe inside, you can see 4.416 voltage drop. All right, but this power key has no reading. There's no reading at all. All right, so let me take it a bit closer. This pad inside, that means the inside is not reading to the ground, and we supposed to get a reading to the ground before this power key could work. So now let's pop the phone out, the PCB out, and let us examine how we can fix this problem. If you have not hit the like button, please make sure you do right now, and subscribe to this channel for more amazing tips and tricks. As you can see, like other parts, there are dots. You see there's another dot right here on this pad, on the inner pad right there. Also on the power key, there is inner pad, there are dots. All right, those dots are linked to the back side of this PCB. That means there's a connection from the front side to the back side of the PCB, and this is the connection from that dot to the back side of this PCB. So I'm going to scratch that back side to take a reading. If it's not reading, I'm going to continue my troubleshooting and look for where the connection is broken. All right, but right now let's take a reading on that point where I just scratched. Okay, so you'll find a lot of these holes at the back of the PCB, and it's reading. It's reading. That's a good reading right there. All right, so Guys, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make a jumper from the back side of the PCB to the pad in the front. Okay, that means there's an open circuit. So because that point is very tiny, I'm going to be using my microscope. All right, so guys, make sure you hit the like and look at me playing here. Don't mind me, guys. All right, so let the work begin. All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm applying a jumper, but first I'm applying the solder on that point which I scratched. So I'm going to apply it also on the pad that is that does not have connection. You remember the inside pad, the middle pad. So I'm going to make a jumper from the back side right on that pad. But when you're making this jumper, there are things to note. All right, number one, don't use a jumper wire that is too thick. You have to use a very tiny wire, jumper wire. All right, use a tiny jumper wire, and don't let your solder be too much. All right, just a little and you'll be fine. Look at the way I've just made that jumper from there. That's the point. That's an open circuit point, and now I've closed back the circuit, and as you can see, you can barely see the solder lead right there. So make sure it is very tiny so that when that pressing the pressing button, that button rests on it to not be a problem. Okay, so now let's take another reading, and now we get a proper reading which we should have previously. All right, let's switch on the phone. Let's see if it's going to switch on. Ladies and gentlemen, the phone is powering on. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe to this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, the phone is working properly now. I hope you guys understand the trick. Now I have assembled the phone, and let's test the phone again. If you have a device and is having a problem, you can DM us. We'll be very glad to help you out. Okay, now the phone is working properly. I'm very sure the client will be very happy. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.